seeing Jonathan today. Jin. Gonna be live streaming as well. That's starting now. Right about now. Okay. So last session you guys came to the Nalmaker mines after having undergone the trials and tribulations set out by Maester Yin. You guys entered the Nalmaker mines and you soon found undead occupying the mines. Here's some artwork. Couple more handouts so you can get an idea of some of the imagery, what it may look like. Started making your way through and you saved Krask, the kobold that had dug you guys a one-way ticket out of the Will of Gith prison, unbeknownst to you all. And you guys started ascending the mine. Well, actually, first of all, you made your way through the first part of the mine, and you'd run into a couple of the Incorporeal Thug Posse members. They told you their leader, Harsa, had basically had his own spectral warriors turn on him, and they fear that he may have transformed or become something else as he was sort of fled from that scenario. So you guys also encountered some grisly bone claw creature that was like an undead skeleton wreathed in shadow. You guys defeated that and made your way down a mine shaft, and now you're headed your way up another one. You've ascended a couple of 100 feet. It's just a ring formation, a big circle that goes round and round and winds up. And we ended the session with you guys encountering a couple of these sword wraith warriors, as you do know that Harsa, the leader of the Incorporeal Thug Posse, is able to call upon these spectral warriors at will. So when he called them, they didn't deem him worthy as a commander, and they turned against him basically. And then the other members of the Incorporeal Thug Posse, they get a strange feeling that something has happened to him. You've also encountered these strange reflections in one place, like scintillating colors that remind you of the colors of the astral plane, pinks and purples and blues. It was so bright that you guys couldn't see what was on the other side. It seemed to be blocking off a couple of passages down the bottom of the mine shaft. So Krask also has been very useful in the way of making traps, one of which almost took you guys out. And now he's got this spike, a big rolling spike that he's put on the minecart tracks, and he's just like running towards these sword wraith warriors. Sword wraith warriors have out spectral longbows pointed in your direction, and just presume that Olakan was with you guys instead of Jin the whole time. Okay, so gonna be a rolling initiative straight away. Krask is up the front. He's got this wooden contraption with 4 large metal spikes, and he's running towards these sword wraith warriors. The sword wraith warriors simply look like humanoids. They're completely spectral. They've got a blue appearance, a blue glow to them, and you can almost see right through them, and their eyes glow red, as does a large section of their chest around their heart region. And they're armed with swords and bows. So also Tarkin, you're holding on to this minecart which you've dragged up. Alright, so the warriors are down here, and as you go counterclockwise around this map, you're ascending. So that way, you're going up. And you guys came from, obviously, to the north. It's a bit of a drop as well. In fact, you guys can't actually see the bottom anymore. It's a out of the range of anyone's vision. Tarkin, you're up.
All right. I am going to. So Tarkan is going to go 5. Hold on. All right. Tarkan will go 5, 10, 15. Is going through him, Mathman. Can I just go through him at 5, or is that double movement?
It's difficult terrain to go through creatures' space.
All right. So I'll go to here and then just shoot a crossbow at this guy here. Crossbow bolt at that guy and see if that even hits him. So if I can find my crossbow. Light crossbow. So I don't know if I'm too far away.
Yeah, you got plenty of range. Alright, you lodge a bolt. It whizzes towards the Sword Wraith Warrior, but falls short and it actually hits the wall, bounces off.
And actually I get 2 attacks. Does that count with
You can't make
crossbow?
No, not with a crossbow because it has loading property.
Okay. All right, then that's. Let me think. Is there anything else I could do that would be useful? There's not anything else I can think of to do that would be useful. Is anyone injured in our party besides me?
Not really.
Not at the moment.
I'm slightly injured myself. Okay, I'm gonna end my turn.
Bryn.
Okay, so how big is Krask's
It's about 4 feet tall. You can hop over it with difficult terrain.
Okay. I don't want to get in the way of it either.
Yeah.
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
Can I push it forward, or
Yeah.
is it?
You can run in front of Krask and start pushing it.
Okay, I'll do that.
It also will it rolls quite easily, so it doesn't actually hinder your movement.
Excellent. So 5, and then is it going to take an action to like grab a hold of it, or?
Yeah, if you want to run and push it and attack with it, it'll be an action.
Yeah, I'll do that. Just because I don't want Krask like running at me with it.
All right.
So that's fine.
You run forward, grab onto the handle, and roll it along the minecart track. And make an athletics check, Rin.
Oh shit,
Oof.
that's terrible.
Alright, you don't push it very hard, and the Sword Wraith Warrior is going to try and jump back. Alright, he doesn't react quick enough, and you deal 2d10 piercing damage with it.
Oh.
And it's
Probably...
full damage because he didn't run out of the way. Some of the spikes, one of them just sticks straight into him. And although he does have this sort of glossy blue glow about him, he's very tangible. And when the spike sticks into him, you feel it. Takes 7 points of damage. And he is resistant, actually, so not too effective. He takes 3 points. And then you sort of get it stuck a little bit on the wall there, creating an obstacle.
Okay. That's my action. I can't use a bonus action to attack because I didn't use a monk weapon. I'm gonna move to here. 'Cause I have a little movement left, so I'll move to there, and I will end my turn.
Oric.
Okay. Cover behind this thing. Have cover.
This contraption, if you like,
Does it provide cover for them?
no, not unless, if they were ducked down behind it, then yeah, it would. But when they're standing, no.
Gonna fire a firebolt at the one at the front.
It's a miss.
How did you miss with?
The firebolt
Wow.
just shoots and hits this wall here, disperses.
Okay. So,
All right, Krask starts yelling at you, and hey, that's mine! And he runs forward, and
It was in the way.
He rolls it back 5 feet and rushes the Sword Wraith warrior again, pushing with all of his might. Ah! And
A little more might than I had.
slightly. All right, the Sword Wraith warrior is able to dodge out of the way this time. He just sort of steps back and is caught for 4 piercing damage. And then Krask is going to run to the side here for cover. Oh, again.
That grass guy is on our side.
Yep.
Okay.
You learn that he actually was the person who saved you guys from the Mind Flayer attack at the Will of Gith prison. He dug a hole in his cell and like had taken you guys and thrown you down into this hole.
I will ask to splash those 2 guys that are side by side. Yeah, no sneak attack, obviously.
What's going on there? Oh, dex save, I see. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
All right,
It just the sneak attack was included.
Yeah, no problem. Sneak attack confused the hell out of me. All right, you shoot over a little blob of acid in between the 2 sword wraiths, and it splashes on the ground and is sort of thrusted up in the air. Both sword wraith warriors just jump a foot back. Neither of them take any damage.
And I'll bonus help action on the first one.
Yeah.
Front one.
Alright. The Sword Wraith warrior in the middle just looks at all of you and seems to recognize you. In fact, the Sword Wraith warrior almost reminds you of Harsa a little bit. He has a striking resemblance. All 3 of them look similar. And it speaks.
Oh.
You all have defiled our honor. There is no valor for you all. You have made Harsa weak, and you must be dealt with accordingly. And the Sword Wraith warrior is going to use its martial fury. Its eyes start to glow red, burning with anger, and it has advantage on its attack. It'll shoot a longbow at Rin. And it misses. As it does this, it leaves itself wide open, and attacks will also have advantage on it.
Reckless attack.
Sort of like a reckless attack, but it works with ranged attacks. And then the Sword Wraith warrior just ducks around the corner for cover. This one does a similar thing. It's going to use its martial fury and it's going to fire at Rin with a longbow. 17 hits. 5 piercing damage. The warrior also goes around the corner for cover. Mathan.
Okay, I'm gonna move forward. "20 feet here, moving. I don't see any of them. So I'm gonna move 10 more over here. And hit this one with Sacred Flame.
It tries to roll out of the way, but blanket of radiant energy catches the Sword Wraith warrior and just crackles and sizzles him for 10 radiant damage.
Do I know if it's vulnerable to Radiant?
No, it didn't seem to do any extra damage.
Okay.
It wasn't resistant either. Alright, this Sword Wraith warrior just shakes his head. You. And he looks at Rin.
Why do
You
you
must
have a hate
die.
on for me so much? I don't understand.
He tries to grab you, Rin. Make an athletics and acrobatics check.
Ooh.
Oh. Come on.
You just managed to duck as he goes to grab you. You can feel that he was going to just throw you
Throw
off
me
the
off.
edge.
Yeah.
He will then end his turn there and draw a long sword. Whoosh.
You made the last mistake of your undead life.
Tarkin.
Okay, Tarkan is going to run up. How far how would a shove work? Like, is Tarkan in a position where he could potentially shove it over the edge, or is it too far?
When you shove them away from yourself, 5 feet away.
And 5 feet away, so it's not close enough regardless. All right.
It's not going in the
Alright,
right
so
direction.
Yeah. Well, even if I was on the other side, I could only shove him like to here or to here.
Yeah.
All
Well, you
right,
couldn't
so
shove him. You
Tarkan-
couldn't shove him closer to yourself. You can only shove him away.
Yeah. But even if I got to like Mathman's spot, Rin's
Okay.
spot, so it wouldn't make any difference. All right, so I'm going to attack it with first the. So he dropped the short sword and drew the. I'm sorry, dropped the light crossbow and I drew the dragon's short sword and and his long sword.
Okay.
And so I'm going to attack with the short sword first.
And 28 is a hit. You hit him for 10 points of piercing damage.
And then I'll attack with the long sword.
22 hits. Alright, the long sword is not very effective. He is resistant. When you slice him, you don't see the sword cut as deep as what you would expect. It takes 7 slashing.
Alright. And then he'll use his bonus with the short sword, which is right here.
And a 12 misses. The Sword Wraith Warrior takes his long sword and parries you away.
Okay, and that's going to be Tarkan's turn.
Ren.
So did this one not do the martial fury thing?
No.
Okay.
I can't tell if it's even being hurt, actually, by anything we're doing.
It definitely got hurt. You did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job, Tarkin. And I'll swing with
You
my
did
mace.
17 points of damage. 24 hits. And the as soon as that mace impacts the Sword Wraith Warrior, it just glows and then disperses. It's completely destroyed.
I told him.
Nice!
5, 10, 15, 20 to get to there. Let's see. 25, and then I realize I can't get all the way to him, so I'm just gonna take a step back with my last 5 feet, and I'm going to, as the second part of my attack, I'm going to draw and throw a dart at this one.
Right, you have advantage. Not that you need it for those darts. See? 26 hits.
Death.
And your attacks are they magical? They should be, right?
No.
Oh yeah,
They would be
multi-class,
if-
right?
Yeah, they would be if I was a straight monk.
Alright, the dart hits the Sword Wraith Warrior and hits it for 3 piercing damage in the leg and creates a small wound.
Okay, and I don't have anything as a bonus action, so that's my turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move 10. Well, move 10, 15. of 30. Prepare an attack, a firebolt attack, as soon as one steps to where I can see it.
Okay.
That will be that.
Alright, Krask is going to he's actually going to back up. He moves 30 feet back here, and he pulls out a light crossbow and aims it towards the same direction that you're pointing your finger, or Olacan.
Yeah. Looks like I'll have to ready something too. I'll just ready a for the first enemy I see, or brother.
Okay.
You can't see me where you're at right now.
Yeah, I can see just part of you. Yeah.
Alright, the sword wraiths both continue up continue their martial fury. Their eyes glow. You must be destroyed, like you
Why,
have
though?
destroyed our honor.
But I did nothing to you.
One of them shoots at you, Ren. And it's
That's
a crit. The arrow glows red with the same sort of red fiery energy glowing in their chests. It hits for 6 piercing damage.
That'll start adding up here pretty quick.
Then he moves back, continuing for cover. This sword wraith warrior does the same thing with advantage. It hits 3 piercing damage.
I saw these spectral arrows sticking out of me. Come and fight me! You're
When-
not being honorable at all!
Yeah, when the arrows hit you, they sort of almost snap onto you and become real, sheathed in fourth energy.
Interesting.
My fan.
Okay, gonna move into this room. Haha! I see them. And see what I can do. Gonna use the wand of magic missiles. This one.
Alright.
A missile.
The darts explode outward from the wand, hitting the sword wraith warrior for 12 points of force damage. And you see like spectral chunks of flesh missing from the sword wraith warrior's chest, and exposing this red glowing core.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna move back here and take over.
In the room as well, you see a couple of very old looking crates. The wood looks rotted, and there's a small campfire burning in the room. And same with this room as well over here. It looks like the sword wraith warriors have kept on to some sort of semblance of life and have actually created fires for warmth.
Did I see if the force damage was extra effective on them?
No, if it was if they were vulnerable, I'll tell you.
Okay, got it. Okay, so I'm gonna have my turn here.
Tarkin.
Alright, so Tarkan can't really see anything, so Tarkan is going to tentatively move 5. I don't know, 10. Is this?
That would be difficult terrain, yeah.
So that's 15. I meant to go there. 20. 25. I guess 30. And since I can see a little glowing thing. All right, so he's just going to take the dodge action.
Okay.
Because he really can't see anything else. Well, actually, and then he'll take he'll how badly? I guess Rin actually doesn't look too badly hurt. All right, so that'll be.
Rin.
All right. 25. Ha ha. And 30.
These Wraith Warriors are back to back with bows in hand.
You did not run far enough, it seems. I'm going to swing once with the Mace of Disruption.
21 is a hit. 12 points of damage. And he makes a con save. Is that always or only if he's below 25?
I think it's only if he's below 25.
Okay.
I'd have to double check that.
He's not quite getting disrupted yet. I'll take a look as well.
It's a wisdom save.
Oh, wisdom save. Alright. So yeah, if they're weakened, they make a wisdom save. Alright.
Okay. Let's see.
You see these sort of jagged cracks of radiant energy start to form on the Sword Wraith Warrior's skin when you hit him, and then it sort of subsides as you draw the mace backwards. Like it's starting to crack him apart.
Swing again.
9 misses. Steps back.
Do I have advantage on him?
Oh yeah, actually, he's Martial Fury. So you do hit him for another 15 points of damage.
I need him to not be alive. In my bonus action, I'm gonna reach out and like jab my palm in his face.
That's a hit.
And I'm gonna use a first level smite. Some
Well,
radiant energy surrounds my palm as I hit him in the face.
Alright, 21 points of damage. You hit him in the face, and his entire face just melts. And then, like a gust of wind blowing him away. Ribbons of blue energy trail away, and he disappears.
Then I just get ready for the other one. And that's my turn.
Auric.
5, 10. Yeah.
That would be 30 feet where you are. You'd have to dash as well.
Wait.
You can't go diagonally
15.
through walls. It's like a
There's
wall.
a wall here. I got it.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5 on him, right? 5, 10, 15. 30.
That'd be 35 feet.
Oh, so it's 15 to get through him, not 10. Okay.
No, it's 10 feet. You move 15, 25, 30. Sorry, 25, 30. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry. I don't know what's wrong with my math today. Yeah, 30 feet to get through him.
Oh, now I'm screwed up all over the place. Okay. I'll take a shot at this one since I can see him with the...
Alright, there is a pillar of rock obscuring him slightly, but 21 hits. The firebolt slams into his side. 8 points of damage.
I think I've got that macro set up wrong, but we'll deal with that in a little bit.
It looks right.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Alright, Krasket's just going to stay back. Not one to jump in the fray. Pelican.
Bonus dash. Can I go here from here?
It will be squeezing, so it'll cost you 2 squares to do that.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
All right. What weapon are you using?
I don't know where the forest came from. The vicious rapier.
Okay.
Oh, I still have the bless on. That's why.
Alrighty, you have advantage, so you can sneak attack. You are hit with green flame blade for 8 points of damage. And another 5 points of damage from the sneak attack as the green fire starts to consume him. And he turns around, draws his longsword, and comes at you, Olacan, using his martial fury for advantage. And a 16 is a hit. Slashes you for 11 points of damage.
Funnily enough, that would have missed me.
And he attacks again.
Oh, shit. Okay, makes 2 longsword attacks there.
This one is a regular attack. No advantage. 14 hits, slashing you for another 6 damage.
What's your AC? I thought it was higher than that.
13. I don't have. I still have the starting armor. It's garbage.
My fan.
Squeeze here. I'm going to use the wand of magic.
Another 6 points of force damage as the darts slam into him. He's barely hanging on at this stage. Tarkin.
Okay, so Tarkan's gonna go 5, 10, 15. So I guess 15, 20, 25.
So again,
And-
so I'll just say this one more time. So if there's a
Yeah,
wall,
sorry.
you cannot go diagonally through it.
Oh, okay.
That's
I think that just means I'd be at 30 here. Now.
yeah. But just so everyone remembers, that's an actual rule that you can't go diagonal through walls.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize that. I wasn't doing that on purpose. Okay, and I will attack it with the short sword.
25 hits.
Put it down.
You lunge forward and drive the short sword into him for 10 piercing damage. And the sword-wraith warrior disperses.
All right.
When that happens, you hear this almost like a cry. Ah! Ringing throughout the mines from somewhere above. A wail of pain.
Ah. I believe that was the summoner.
Although it sounded suspiciously like a bar.
Well, he wasn't ordering the spirits to die, so I don't think it was him.
That's right. Yeah, we didn't hear Babar ordering me to stab it and kill it. You're right.
Olacan, do you have studded leather or just like the regular leather armor?
Just leather.
Rin will notice this. Brother, why are you wearing that? We have something better in here. And I'll reach in the bag of holding and I'll give you a set of studded leather armor. So it's a little better. I would have given it to you earlier, but I could have sworn you were Jin. I don't know what happened to him.
Alright, I think it only takes about 5 minutes to put on light armor. So, nope, 1 minute. So yeah, it takes you 1 minute to take your armor off and 1 minute to put it on.
Alright. While he's doing that, I'm looking at that.
Alright, you take a look at these boxes, and the wood is so badly rotted. When you try to lift the lid off, it just sort of mushes in your hand. And you sort of wipe away the lid, basically. And inside is some disgustingly moldy coils of rope.
Mm.
And Crass comes over and inspects. Hey, I can use that! And he starts taking some of the mush and putting it in a pouch. That's what I needed, moldy rope. Excellent.
I'm gonna ask him what he's gonna use.
Maybe for my shredder.
You what?
My shredder.
Sure.
It go boom. Me make it.
I'm sure it will be amazing.
There's also some rusted copper wire. And Krask looks at that. Oh, this is good too. And you see him just like taking some little wire cutters out, like clip some of the copper wire, and then he just like sits on the ground with his legs crossed, and he starts like putting all these ingredients, just completely random ingredients together, and he just squashes it into this ball, and there's a 2-inch diameter strange looking ball in his hand after a few minutes. Excellent. And he's just like got like moldy rope, some copper wire, couple of rocks, and all these random things like some fish bones, and put them in there.
You're a strange little man. Well, yeah, I guess man still qualifies.
So now that we got through this encounter without actually really too much difficulty, we found that half a pair of boots and that other half, or was it the broken thing, right? There could be the other boot could be all the way down the bottom. Like it might be worth just running back down there real quick and doing a check to see if the other boot is down there. Because it doesn't really make any sense that one boot would be, you know, near the top of the waterfall, and then only one. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe there's a one-legged man running around, and he just needed one boot. He had a peg leg.
So I'm just gonna ask the party who thinks is more likely.
Rin's not that smart.
Olacan has seen things that he cannot unsee. So do you guys? Do you think we can just do a quick jaunt down the stairs?
I would say let's take the minecart, but I think you let that go.
Well, I think it was
Probably
locked.
Oh, I think it might be at the bottom by now. Hear a loud crash.
It's still there. The brake works.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's worth. We can just take a moment to pop our way down there and see if we can locate the boot.
I'm going to take a minute to analyze the situation, see if I can determine how safe it will be to ride the.
Make a investigation check.
I give my guidance.
Oh.
Alright, although the brake seems to be working when the cart is stationary, you see some severe weaknesses in the brake and in the axle, Mathvan, and you think if this brake was slammed on when the minecart was in motion, it would just break.
Good thing we didn't just hop in and go down.
I'll let Darkan know that although it sounds like a fun idea to ride the minecart. It will probably lead toward that.
Yeah, no, I think it's fine to walk it. We can just run. Didn't take us very long to get up here. If we just run down there, so like somebody perceptive, like maybe Lord Mapman, to
Oh,
accompany us.
sure, I'll go with you. But group goes to go by myself.
Well, I feel
Yeah,
if
no,
one
I'd
of us
like to. I'll
goes,
go
we
with you.
need if one or two of us goes, I believe we all need to go. It's safety
Yeah,
in
let's
numbers
just
and all that.
run down there and have a peek. Like how bad it
How
could it
long did
be?
it take us to get up here, Sub?
5 minutes.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, so like we. All right, so we
go.
good? We'll quickly run our way down there, and I think that's a different map actually. But
All right, Krask doesn't go with you guys. Yeah, me wait here. Go quick. You guys return the way you came, winding around this minecart track. Some of the wooden sections are quite precarious and they creak heavily underfoot. Continue around to the bottom of the mine shaft. And Olican and Rin, are you guys joining them?
Oh, yep. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I was.
Olican,
good.
you staying
Yes.
with Krask?
No. I was reading spells, my levels, making sure I like what I got.
Okay. Alright, so the
Thank you.
the shaft extends all the way down. Once again, there's this bright, mystical light that you see. Blues and pinks and purples. And the track descends all the way down to the bottom of the shaft. And you can just hear the sound of a gushing waterfall flowing into a pool. The track here, where you are, Tarkin, it's a good 25 feet above the surface of the water. It's like a wooden bridge.
can we see any like creatures jumping around in the water there?
From where you are, Tarkin, it's a little bit hard to see because you're quite high, and there is like the waterfall splashing down. Make a perception check with disadvantage. Right, you don't notice anything in the pool of water.
Anyone else be able to see if there's anything down there in the water?
Would
Going to get into
the water count as total cover from my divine sense? Would I know that?
No. Alright, Math Fan. As soon as you get into that water, there is a frenzy of piranha. Undead
what?
quippers
Oh,
start
I was
rushing for you.
Undead Quipper.
They're
Well,
on there.
Alright, so I'm gonna see if anyone is surprised. You guys are not surprised. So they just start swarming at you straight away in a frenzy. There's 4 swarms of them. Hold up, Tarkin.
Sorry.
You were like, I'd probably say
starting.
you were back there. If you're going to be up the top, then
Okay.
you wouldn't have time to get all the way down there before initiative is rolled. All right, there is about 30 or so in each swarm, and they jump through the water, trying to bite you, Math Fan, and a couple of small little cuts and a little bit of blood mixing in with that water is all they need for their blood frenzy, giving them advantage. You see some of their bodies are just basically skeletal, their eyes cloudy and sharp teeth. They're all rotten, stink putridly. Alright, they sort of swarm into your area and like swarm through you basically. A 16 is a miss. Ren.
I'm gonna run to there. I'm assuming I can run underneath the bridge
Yeah.
like area without any issues.
Yeah, there's a few stilts jutting up out of the bridge, but they don't. They're not very big. So they don't block any movement at all.
Use 20 feet to get there, and I'm gonna grab the normally careful math fan, and I'm going to as my action, and then I'm gonna drag him out of the water.
Okay.
And that's as far as I can go. I only had 10 more feet of movement, so 1 square.
That should be Mathfan's new name. Normally careful.
Just jumping straight in before I can use my divine sense.
It's
I
just
know. It's just right in the water.
I'm partially amphibious. I haven't seen water in quite a while, so I got excited.
And that's really all I can do.
All right. In a frenzy, they dart forward, jumping over one another, and they just leap out of the water, fly through the water, and all over Mathvan and try to bite him.
So they're just like on him now, like out of the water?
A lot of them are just sort of flapping around, but yeah, they like leap out of the water teeth first to try and bite him.
Wow.
And there's like 30, 40 of them just constantly darting out of the water.
If they're like undead, it's not like they need air or anything.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
21 hit. Yeah, they seem like seriously just savage undead creatures that just want to eat stuff. 21 hits for 18 piercing damage. One of them bites your neck, one of them bites your arm, one of them bites your leg, and they just keep like flowing all over you. And a lot of them just fall to the ground, just flapping around in that space. And
Wow.
this swarm, it sort of swims around, and they too, they leap onto Mathvan, and now there are 2 swarms on him. 16 is a miss.
Ren's just yelling, "Get away from the water!"
All I can.
Well, come up to here.
You're under the bridge, right?
Oh,
Are you under, or I think you're under.
okay, that works. And then the ones right in front of Rin are on land.
Yeah,
They're on top of Mathan.
2 swarms
Oh.
there.
Well,
I stand very still. A true friend.
There's just like one just biting his face, like flapping its tail around from side to side, attached to his face.
Oh, good.
just one eye. You know when you aim in, getting the accuracy here.
Just his tongue sticking out a little bit too.
Yep.
It's like threading a needle.
All right, you take a lunge, and in a panic, Mathvan withdraws his head, and your rapier falls short. The green fire, a little wisp of it disperses in the air. 11 is a miss.
I can take the bonus to disengage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do.
Tarkin.
So how high off the ground is Tarkan now?
25 feet. I'll save there 20 feet.
20 feet. So, alright, so Tarkan can jump down to here. Oops.
Yeah, if you want. It's going to be a bit of a fall. It's going to hurt.
Or instead, Tarkan can go, alright, Tarkan's gonna go 5, 10, 15 feet, and then he'll shoot a crossbow at this guy here.
Okay.
Oh.
17 hits. Alright, you skewer a single quipper.
And I guess that's gonna be it.
Math fan.
I start screaming, "Get away from me! Get away from me!" And I cast Channel Divinity.
Math fan just
Oh, the turn undead.
just like he's got this
That's
like
great.
large quipper just like attached to his face, and he's just throwing his head from side to side. A massive tail is just flapping around, and undead putrid water is spraying everywhere. You hold up your holy symbol and channel divinity. Each swarm makes a wisdom save starting from top to bottom. And
Wow.
only this swarm is turned.
Wow.
Starts swimming away, and the rest.
Oh, it's not even destroyed.
Yeah, it's not even destroyed. They're actually above the CR half.
Oh, if that is the case, I'm going to bonus action as shield.
Okay. The this like little golden floating shield just swarms around you and whacks one of that quipper off your face, and it knocks it to the ground.
Back away from the water.
And the shield just floats in front of your face now. Try to protect you.
Into here. So it's closer.
Alright, as you do that, both swarms will opportunity attack you
Oh,
as you move out of
Oh,
their
I-
range.
I thought they'd go with him.
No. They're just sort of on the ground at his feet. As you move away, some of them try to bite at your legs with advantage. An 18 is a miss. And another one. Second swarm hits. Lapping up that blood for 12 piercing damage. And both of the swarms just sort of flap around on the ground. They look practically immobile on the surface here.
so that was 20. I did not with me. In that case,
Auric.
Okay. Two swarms. All of ice.
Alrighty.
Just wall of ice.
You want these
Just a
dead
wall of
badly.
What's that?
You want these dead badly.
No, I mean, it doesn't have to hurt them.
If you cut it through their space, it does.
And let's cut it through their space.
Alright, well, you've got basically 100 foot of wall. So that would be like 20. And then you've got another 80 foot of wall.
So I could go this way?
Yeah. You could like go that way, and you'd make a nice little like, as long as they're touching.
Okay. Well, there you go. Let's kill these bastards.
Did you want it like just up or something, or do you want them to be like 30 feet high, these walls, or 20 feet high or whatever?
How? It doesn't
You've got 10 foot panels. You can just stack them up on each other if you don't want to take up any more room.
Let's do that. I don't fully understand the spell.
Basically, it's like you make 10 foot panels of ice. So the wall could technically be 100 feet high and 10 feet wide. Or like 50 feet high and 20 feet wide. And then you concentrate on it. And then if you concentrate on it, the wall stays there. And when you cast it, if that wall of ice passes through a creature's space, they make a dexterity save. And as it cuts through them, and then they're shunted to one side of it. So,
Good lord.
yeah, it's a pretty good spell. Alright, let's do dex saves. Hey, this swarm takes 14 cold damage and will get shunted to this side of the wall. You just see this water turn black and dark red as the wall just completely destroys the remaining swarms. And yeah, when this wall appears on land here, the wall just squashes all of the swarm, and you just see like a couple of bones and some blood splatter out from underneath the wall.
Well,
my eyes get large. I mean, I'm a draconic fire sorcerer. I was like, whoa. So I'm gonna back away from the water's edge a little bit after doing that.
probably smart.
And I'll be like, oh. It's like there may be something to this ice thing.
Alrighty, they start swimming in a frenzy towards you, Auric. They move 5, 10, and then they leap 10 feet out of the water, and another 3 feet on top of that. They get 13 feet. Not quite enough to reach you, but they're 2 feet away from you, just bouncing on the ground. Even when they flop on the ground, they try to flop towards you, like relentlessly. Rin.
Guys, I'm sorry.
At this stage, they basically, like, they can't do anything. They can't move.
Oh yeah, Rin, if nobody else would, Rin would just go and like paste them with the Mace of Disruption.
But you guys can just use like cantrips or range attacks to take them out. So we'll just say that you guys squash them and destroy them.
Okay.
Then I'd drop concentration.
Okay. When you do that, there's just a big paste of undead quipper smushed onto the ground.
Well, Mathen, you're looking a little worse for the wear.
Yes, gather around. We need some healing.
Bad idea.
Try cast.
Cutting out a little bit there, my fan.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm casting
better.
prayer minute.
Alright. 10-minute
10 minutes.
spell. And you guys sit around, and gradually a green circle of energy starts to form around you all, and green motes of light rise up, and as they do, they brush against the wounds and seal them up.
Thank you, Mathen.
Yeah, that hurt. I don't have Chill of Fate anymore.
During that time, there's just pretty much silence in this area. There's just the sound of the gushing waterfall.
I'm going to go ahead and, just in case, I'm going to go ahead and use a Divine Sense. See if there's any more undead in the area.
You let out a charge of Divine Sense, and you don't pick anything up. Seems clear.
Excellent. How deep does this water look?
So if it's clear, I'm gonna reluctantly go into the water again.
You can't really see the depth of it. The water is very brackish now, with the undead sort of dispersed in it. But it has sort of cleared, almost as if it's being filtered a bit after that 10 minutes that you wait. So it's lightly obscured, and you dive into it, and it seems to be only about 20 feet deep. So you can make a perception check or an investigation check. Perception for looking around in the water, investigation for feeling around.
Rin would
Can I
suggest
use
to
guidance for
Mathen
the
to
investigation one?
cast light.
Hold up, one at a time. Alright, Rin, you're casting light?
Well, no,
Yup.
I was gonna suggest to Math then to cast light to make it easier to see.
I should have light already.
Oh yeah,
Right.
you already have it on.
Yeah, and your mace glows as well, Rin.
Oh, I forgot about that property.
Alright. Yeah, you can like you
I'm
can
gonna
hold
use
your breath
guidance
for an
for
hour.
investigation.
Breathe for an hour. Alright. Oh, you've done a perception check. So 27. Well, sorry, 12. Alright, if you do a perception check, then that would be you searching. Alright, so
Okay.
you look around and you don't really see much. There seems to be little pock marks in the walls and on the floor. It's about 20 feet deep and it's quite murky down here. And you don't see anything of note.
Well, I try. I get out of the water. Tell everybody that I didn't find it.
They
Might
look like
be easier to detect magic.
they're like little pock marks, almost like honeycomb, dotting the entire walls and floor of this pool.
Are
there any, like, near this part of the wall, are there any? I don't know. Can I reach in and kind of feel around and see if there's anything in there?
It's the wall is a bit too far to simply just step out and reach. You're a couple of feet off. Your arm outstretched. You can like make a perception check to look into the waterfall to see if there's anything behind it. You take a look, and as the waterfall breaks, you carefully try to examine the wall behind it, and you don't see any cave or anything like that.
All right, so yeah, so I guess that boot just isn't here. I guess it was the one-legged man after all. Unless someone has a more clever, but some other idea as to what might have happened.
Floated away a little bit.
You said that it's clearing up, like it's being filtered somehow. Would I be able to figure out where the water is like flowing to?
Yeah, in the like all of the pock marks.
Oh, okay. They're just going through the pop. Okay, I guess I missed that.
You can't see any other way it would drain.
Yeah.
The water
Oh, I mean,
also it was very sulfuric, Math Van. Sort of burned your skin a little bit when you're in there. Not enough to do damage, but it wasn't very pleasant. Definitely wasn't fresh water.
Well, maybe the other boot will show up somewhere.
Yeah, that's too bad. I was hopeful, but there you are. It is what it is.
Olokan, did you ever heal for 17, or were you too hurt?
Oh no, I was standing there. I just didn't type. I hadn't moved since then.
All right, you guys continue back up.
Yep.
Thanks for reminding me.
All right, you ascend once again upwards.
And I'm keeping an eye out for any traps that Krask might have set while we were gone.
He's
Make
supposed
a,
to be working with us.
Make a perception check, Rin.
He's very good at making those very quickly.
So, Paul, do you mind just going on push to talk, please? Just
I'm
hearing
sorry.
those birds constantly chirp in the background and break the immersion a little bit. Alright, you take a look around, Rin, and if he has got any traps here, he certainly has hidden them well, because you're not seeing anything.
I remember I almost got knocked down to the bottom last time. Don't want that to happen again.
You hear him just sort of mumbling to himself. It looks like he hasn't moved.
Oop, hop over this thing. So, should we... I've noticed that there's some stairs here. We could either go up there or continue along the tracks. What? Well, what does the rest of the party say? I could go either way.
I think the tracks. Do the tracks keep going up?
They do. You can see it continue around again in a circular motion.
So,
I imagine.
is anybody here a good scout that maybe can walk upstairs really quick and scout it?
Yeah. The are very close to the edge.
Well, I can go up. I'm not necessarily a great scout, but I will not be surprised by anything that I come across.
Well, we have someone that is quite stealthy amongst us.
Oh, well, we should do that because I'm definitely not stealthy.
Okay, all again. Here you go. I give you guidance. Oops.
So stealthy.
Wow, brother.
Here we go.
Alright, you climb up the stone staircase, and there's a landing at the top of the stairs with a couple of old crates. And you notice a little bit of torchlight. There's a torch stub on the far wall up at a height of 20 feet on a small shelf of rock. And the mine cart track continues to wind around. Looks clear. You can see a wooden bridge attached to the central column that extends the length of the mine shaft as well. And there's an old ore cart to the north as well. Appears to be in working condition. No sign of life.
Okay, I'll go down and tell them that. It looks pretty clear.
Okay, so we go all up. There he says
Sure.
that.
Alright, I'll move you guys up. Krask follows at this stage too. He gets up. Good. Almost out. Should be close.
Well, that's good.
Alright,
It seems that we could have gone either way on that.
You're several hundred feet up now, probably 300-400 feet if you had to guess. And you do see, the cart track extend from underneath a higher shelf of a landing up here with a wooden bridge extending throughout the central column. And see a couple of tunnels, a ledge up here, some stone steps on the other side of this area. Tunnel here to the north, and tunnel here. This is a good 75 feet higher
Oh, okay.
where you are. 75 feet, Tarkin. You can't go up there.
Oh.
Unless you can somehow jump 75 feet.
No.
Yeah,
not
we have
quite.
to go around this way.
Are these like torches, or are they like
Yep,
magical lights?
It's a torch with a fire in it.
Hmm. We should be prepared for anything. It seems that there might be more here. Well, we did hear someone a while ago, but I don't know if there's more than just that.
As you come around, you can see the exit over here. It seems to be a grassy region, some sort of naturesque terrain. The exit. Swells of the astral plane are visible from the sky above. There's also another swirl of astral colors. Another one of these mystical energies, so bright, obscuring your view from a tunnel to the north.
So how far up is this platform in relation to
feet.
where I'm at right now? 60 feet?
50.
Oh, okay, 50.
50-foot high cliff. Right to the north here, there are some stone steps
Mm-hmm.
and a couple of passages.
So it's just gonna kind of pause for a moment and, like, everybody, let's just be quiet and see if we can't hear anyone or anything floating around.
I make a perception check, Tarkin. There is a faint sound that you detect. It's not coming from this area. It's coming from the area above the cliff, the northeast. It's just sounds like a little bit of scratching on the stone or something.
Is this a dead end right here?
It is.
Out. Here's the way out, but we have to.
Do we want someone to go sneaking up there and have a look?
What is this over here?
Where?
Here.
That is
Exit.
the exit.
Ooh.
The rails for the minecart terminate, and you see the exit.
I told the group that the exit is this way, it seems.
We can kind of hear the sound of some kind of creature or something up in this vicinity. So we could just leave, or we could investigate that and...
I'll
Sticky.
defer to the group on this one.
No,
I
well,
like
if you guys want me
fighting.
to scout, I will. I don't care. It's no big.
Go scout it, scout it.
I'll let you know, like, if you ever need to make a stealth check. I mean, you can make one, but I'll probably get you to make it again if
Yeah, that's fine.
you need to actually hide from something.
Oh, you're
Wow.
going the other way, so we're seeing you come across this bridge 60 feet up.
All right, you cross the bridge. It creaks quite loudly as you walk on it, Olacan, and it makes sneaking very difficult. Up ahead, there's a platform. It's lit by a torch and a wall sconce, and there are some rough-hewn steps that extend onwards, descending.
Whoa, the king is going all the way in.
You can give me a stealth check, Olacan. And it will be a disadvantage due to the creaking bridge.
Well, I bet you it's an 11 then.
Alright. Everybody, hold there. I'm gonna roll initiative.
I was about to say Rin was about to start taking off.
Alright, as you come around the corner, Olacan, just at the bottom of these steps around the corner, you notice one of these sword wraith warriors. And Oh, you're there.
I didn't see him, so I
Yeah. When initiative's rolled, then when initiative is rolled, you can't move until it's your turn. All right. You see the back of a sword-waved warrior, and he turns his head towards you, draws his long sword, and just wails, "You!"
Ooh.
And there's someone else who walks forward. It's Hasa. He looks different. Still has this undead visage about him. But he looks very tangible at the same time. Like he has a corporeal body.
We've never seen him before, right?
We have.
He's the
Yeah, we
leader
did
of
at
the corporeal
house.
thug posse.
He is?
Yes, Hasa is the leader of the corporeal thug posse. Alright, and everyone down here, because it's quite a distance away, I'm gonna say you guys are surprised.
Shit.
He smiles.
Including Tarkan.
Well, if you can't be surprised, obviously, then you're not surprised.
Well, I don't know. You're the DM, so you can.
Alright, yeah, well, if you can't be surprised, then that's it. There's no being surprised at all. Alright, Hasa turns to you, Olakan, and he holds out his hand, and you see his hand is clawed. And make a wisdom save.
How did you? I don't even know how you got up there.
He just kept going and I came back.
Mm.
7 is a failure. As he holds out his hand, you feel all your muscles tense and freeze as you become paralyzed.
Shit.
Oh, I was like, where does that blast come from? Figured it out.
Look at the name of that guy.
Oh! You know, just a vampire. I'm sure he's fine.
Alright, Auric, you're surprised.
Okay, I don't. Yes.
Surprised. And Olakan, make a wisdom save at the end of your turn for paralysis.
At the end of your turn, right?
Still, yeah, at the end of your turn. You're still paralyzed. Krask is just looking up. You're taking a long time! And Tarkin, you sense there is something awry. You're up, so you cannot be surprised.
Alright, so 5. I might not move. 5, 10, 15.
I don't know if this will.
Is that 20? 25.
This is a 50-foot high cliff.
Oh,
Yeah.
how did he get up there?
He went all the way
idea.
around. He went
Went
like
this way?
this. No, well, you can check that way, but he went this way. Well, I
Yeah,
don't
he
know if
went.
this
He went.
connects.
He went this way. He went all the way around, and then up
Oh, wow.
50
Okay.
feet.
Dear Lord. So where? I don't remember where I was.
It might be a better option to see if this goes.
Alright. Alright, so 5, 10.
That's 15. So again, you can't go diagonal
Yep,
through
sorry.
walls.
Sorry. Alright, so, alright, so that was 15, right? And then, is that 20?
Nope, that's diagonal.
So
to
if there is a
wall.
wall blocking a
Okay.
square, you cannot go diagonal through it.
Okay, so 20, 25. And that would be 30. Alright, and so I don't see anything or any obvious way from there. So then I'm gonna go.
As you step there, Tarkin, you start to hear some whispers. These mindless babbling whispers. And 3 shadowy ribbons of creatures appear 3 Aleps. Make their presence known.
Alright.
That's a pretty guy.
They start babbling and wailing, the same sort of creatures that you found in the previous mine shaft.
I don't even remember what they were exactly.
They're tough. They're really tough. We beat them because of the maze.
Right. Alright, so then in that case, Tarkan's gonna dash. So I guess that's 5, 10, 15, 25. Just try to put a little bit of space between him and the other one. Alright, and just gonna scream out Alephs, and that's gonna have to be my turn unless I action surge, which I'm not gonna do. Alright, that's it.
As you ascend the stairs, you come into a room about 10 feet in diameter, and there are some crates and hammers. It looks like a forge or something here. And it's a dead end. There's no passage up to where Olacan is. Mathan.
Okay, so that it's not connected, that room.
It is
So,
not.
so what do you guys want me to do here?
Whatever Mathvan would do. Well,
I'm going to...
is Mathvan surprised right now?
Oh yeah, Mathan, you're surprised.
Oh, I'm unsurprised.
Yeah, and so are you, Rin.
Yeah.
Alright, the Sword Wraith Warrior is going to step up and also call to you. You have dishonored my master. And he's going to attack with his longbow at you, Olacan, at advantage. 12 misses. And he uses Martial Fury, and he attacks again. And 20 is a hit. For 9 piercing damage.
Crit, by the way, because I'm petrified, paralyzed.
Well, he's not within 5 feet. It has to be within 5 feet for the crit.
Yeah, I forgot about that part. Yep. Okay.
Alright, this Sword Wraith Warrior runs up within 5 feet of you. Taking his longsword.
Now we doesn't.
He swings. He hits you for 15 slashing damage. He uses Martial Fury, his eyes burn with anger. And he attacks again. 9 is a miss. At the start of this round, the Aleps join the initiative. Alright, these creatures are hovering above the air. They look undead, ghostly, made completely from ribbons of necrotic energy. And one of them moves down to the center of the room and just lets out a howling babble. Mathvan, Auric, Rin, Krask, and Tarkin each need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck.
Oh god.
I make Krasks. Alright, let me just thing it again so it rolls the damage. Alright, Mathvan, you resist and you take 6 psychic damage. Rin, you fail and you take... You're just in range too. You take 12 psychic damage and become stunned.
Ouch.
Tarkin, you resist and take 6 psychic damage. Auric, you take 12 psychic damage and become stunned. And Krask also takes 12 psychic damage and becomes stunned. Alep ends its turn there.
I don't care about the damage. I'm just stunned. Man.
I care about the damage too.
Hasa comes up to you. I made a mistake when I let you go at the House of Sin. My warriors, they must see redemption. I must prove to them that I am not weak. And he's going to
Kill me, yeah, I know.
grab you first with his claws with an unarmed strike. 17 hits as he reveals sharp fangs. He looks very vampiric. And you're hopeless. Just he grabs you by the neck and starts crushing. For 19 bludgeoning damage. And he just scoffs. Ha! Drops you on the ground. And gonna stealth. Gets a 20 on his hide check. He's gonna throw Olacan back. Throw him down the stairs. Ha! And the Sword Wraith warriors start to glow even brighter. Meanwhile, down here we have the Aleps. Alep moves 20, 25, 30. And is going to use its Whisper of Madness on Mathan and Auric. Each of you make a wisdom save.
Damn.
Yeah, it'll just do that. Alright, Auric, you fail, and alright, you take 8 points of psychic damage, and you use your reaction to just make a melee attack into the air.
Well,
Mathan, you resist.
Do I take any damage?
Nope, no damage on a success.
Okay, awesome.
The next Alep's turn. It reaches out with this necrotic, ribbony touch at you, Tarkin. Tries to pierce it through you. Whew. It's a crit. Stab straight into your chest, and you hear this ringing sensation in your ears. Your nose starts to bleed as your crit for 30 points of psychic damage.
damn.
So it ends its turn there. Auric, you are stunned until the end of the Alep's next turn.
Okay.
Olacan, make a death save. Success. Krask is also stunned. Tarkin, you're up. Alright, you swing at the Alep. A 19 hits. You stab it for 10 piercing damage. I think you might be muted there as well, Tarkin. We can't hear you.
I'm gonna make that a menacing attack.
Hey. Alright, it makes a wisdom save against fear. You deal an extra 1 point of damage, and it has no effect on the Alep. It's immune to being frightened.
Expected. Okay. Going to attack again with the longsword. Oops, wrong one.
A 12 is a miss. The Alep just managed to dodge it. Barely.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to do second wind. So that's 1d10 by 6.
15 healing. Mathan.
Okay, so can I get to this square right here?
No.
Or is he blocking my way?
He is blocking the tunnel.
Right, I guess 2 is good enough. Channel Divinity, turn on that.
Alright, they start to screech and babble wildly as you hold up your holy symbol. Both of them make wisdom saves, starting with the closer one to you.
Jesus Christ.
The closer one is not affected. The one in the middle of the rooms, it starts to sort of unravel and move away as it becomes turned.
I'll tell the group not to hit the one that is turned, and let's kill one at a time. And that's
Completely
my...
agree.
Okay, so as a bonus action, I'm gonna have to do this. I don't want to do it, but Shield of Faith at second level, it doesn't have any effect, but I don't have any more first level spells
Okay.
on myself.
Alright, golden shield appears in front of you, hovering around once again.
Okay, the turn.
Alright, Rin, you are stunned. And the Sword Wraith warrior steps forward. Comes to the edge of the cliff, taking the dash action. Another one comes forward as well, and steps to the mouth of the bridge, takes out his longbow, and he fires at Auric. Yo! "16 is a hit for 6 piercing damage. Then he uses Martial Fury. And you! As he looks at Rin, taking a second shot. 20 is a hit for 4 piercing damage. The tip of the arrow glowing with this red energy as he leaves himself open for attack. Alright, this Alep is going to move as far away from Mathvan as it can. Gets into the corner and dodges.
I repeat, do not hit this one. It's out of the fight for now.
At the end of its turn, those who are stunned are no longer stunned.
Good.
Alright, this Alep is going to use its Howling Babble. Actually, I'm just going to see if the other one recharged as well. It did. Okay, it howls, and Rin, Auric, Krask, Mathvan, Tarkin, wisdom saves.
That would have been terrible with 3
My
rounds.
rolls are for shit.
It just roars again with this howling babble, and a ringing sensation is very loud in your ears. Alright, Krask, Auric, each of you take 9 psychic damage and become stunned again.
Jesus.
Everyone else takes 4 psychic damage for making the save.
Oh, crap. Failed concentration.
And knocks Shield of Faith down. And the Aleph ends its turn there. This one is going to move here. And it's going to do a Howling Babble as well. It'll get everyone but Rin. Alright, Tarkin, you're hit for 16 psychic damage. You become stunned.
I have advantage. Just want to point that out.
Okay, Auric, you're hit for 16 psychic damage and you become re-stunned from that Aleph.
I'm down, so it doesn't matter.
Well, even though you're down, you're still stunned.
Oh, okay.
And Mathvan, you make the save. And Krask is also down. The energy is too much. But wait. The Sword Wraith warriors are also affected. They are close enough.
Oh. Interesting.
And they both take 16 psychic damage and become stunned as well. Okay, Auric, you'll need to make a death save. So Aleph ends its turn there.
I have not made a save yet today.
Get all the bad rolls out of the way. Okay, Olacan, you too. Another death save. You're not stunned any. And also you should make a wisdom save too for the paralysis. I don't think you made one at the end of last turn. Alright, you're not paralyzed anymore. One failure. Krask is down to failure. Tarkin, you're stunned. There's nothing much you can do there, I don't think. Mathvan.
Okay. Bonus action, mass healing word on all the people I can see. Everybody gets 9.
I don't think that includes me if it's
No,
sight.
I cannot see you, Tark. Auric, you got 9, and the Kobold gets 9 as well. And for my main action, I can see this one. Thing.
Yeah, just.
And I'm going to... Do I remember last time we fought them, they were so vulnerable to radiant?
No. They died pretty quick last turn. I think last time you fought them, they got disrupted, like destroyed pretty quickly.
Yeah, but that's because of the maze did a lot of damage. Yeah. Gonna use the one again on the one at the end of the tunnel that is kind of hurt.
Okay. Alright, 3 massive missiles. 15 force damage. The owl tries to dodge out of the way, but they move around and counteract him. Counteract to him, and the Aleph is starting to unravel. Rin.
I've been debating on what's the quickest way to get up there. To go all the way around or try to climb.
I don't think your brother is up there anymore.
He's something else.
I'm kind of hesitant to climb, just because these guys are up here.
They threw him down the stairs.
All I can't thinking about blood.
Okay, this will make up my mind. Here, right here, is this level with this.
Yes.
Okay.
It's all flat. This is the top of the mine shaft.
Okay. I wish I had more levels of monk. Let's see. Get to here, then jump across, and get to. I'll be able to, with the dash, get to here.
All right, you
So
see
my
the
strength is 13, so.
you see the light of astral day so close, but you have to turn back to your brother. You leap across onto this platform as you see the wooden bridge extending to the north.
It's gonna take me another turn or two to get over there, but that's just how cookie crumbles.
All right, both warriors are stunned. This Alep continues to move into the corner and dodge. The Alep next to you, Math Fan, is going to reach out and try and grab you with his maddening touch. 15 is a miss.
Good thing.
I start sweating.
Sort of creates a little like a little writhing tendrils of necrotic energy that try to like stick into you, basically. All right. Now it's this Alep's turn, and I think everyone should still be stunned. Who is stunned?
Yeah, Tarkan is definitely stunned still.
All right, the Alep's going to reach out and maddening touch you, Tarkan, with advantage. It hits for 17 psychic damage.
Yep, that's it. Tarkan's out.
All right, you fall to the ground unconscious, and then the Alep just moves over here. Ends its turn there. And those who are stunned are no longer stunned. Auric, you should be conscious,
9.
Auric. You got some healing.
9 hit.
Did I get 9?
Yep.
Okay.
And you're no longer stunned, so you can move 15 feet to stand up. Start of your turn.
15 feet to stand. These guys are no longer stunned. I'm going to quicken a fireball and light this whole shelf on fire.
Alrighty.
Oh, all right.
And let me go ahead and cast that.
Alright, you
Probably gonna be a shitty one.
you launch a fireball up there, and the fire just leaps out. It catches the bridge on fire, and catches
Look at
both
that.
Sword Wraith
That's
warriors.
scorching ray.
Yeah, you
Oh,
picked the wrong one there, bud.
Oh, my, okay, I'm gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. My,
Macro not working?
oh, where is it? These are all backwards.
Third level. Should be under third level spells.
There you
That's
go.
the one.
That's a good one.
That is. Alright. When that fire ensues, a little bead of energy, it just shoots up onto that shelf of rock and explodes. Both Sword Wraith warriors try to shield themselves. And this one, it cannot resist. It's consumed completely, while the other one takes 17 fire damage. It's burning. So on the bridge catches fire too.
Oh,
On and target this one that's hurt with my firebolt.
Yeah. Good hit. 25 is a hit. it is resistant, and the fire sort of crackles a bit in a receding manner as it takes 6 fire damage, and the Alep is broken apart some more.
That was 15, 20, so I'll move 25 and get away from that scream. That's my turn.
All it can. Make a death save. You've also been dragged away as well there, a bit all again. The failure. Kraska stands up. Ah! You big meanie! And he takes a step back, uses 20 feet of movement to get there, and he doesn't have enough range for his new device. So, instead, he's going to move here, and he's going to throw it up into this direction. So he takes this device, he throws it, and it explodes in a 15-foot radius. Let's have a look how that's going to be. 15-foot radius. Alright. There's not many 15-foot radius templates.
Oh my.
I think it's
Good job.
a bit bigger than that. It's a 15-foot radius.
Oh my god.
It's 1 square too big. There we go.
Oh god.
This way. Let me see if he can angle that somewhere a bit better. Got to see what he can see. Alright, he can throw it up here. He throws it there, and it explodes, and from this little ball of mud, these razor sharp spikes just shoot out, line the walls, and
Razor wire.
yeah, little caltrops sort of spike all over the ground in that area too. The Aleps are both caught in it, and they both make dexterity saves they get. As he uses his shredder. Shredder!
That's the shredder.
And yeah, the walls are just lined with spikes, as is the floor. So the closer Alep, it takes 8 points of piercing damage as it makes the save and is resistant. And the other one succeeds and takes 4 points of piercing damage. Now, all that area is littered with spikes and it's difficult terrain. If you fall prone in that area, you take piercing damage. You knock someone into it or something. I'll just leave that template up there so we know where it is. He ends his turn there. Tarkin, you are unconscious. The success on your death save. Math fan.
Okay, I'm gonna use the wand of magic missiles again. I'm gonna target 1 being at this one and 2 at this one.
Alrighty, the closer one is hit for 6 force, as 2 missiles crack into that. 1 missile slams into the other Alep for 3 force damage.
Who's alive? Ah!
It's barely hanging on. It's just
My bad.
ribbons of shadow at this stage.
Completely miscalculated that. Eesh. Let's see what I can do. No, that's it.
Rin.
I'll be dashing again. 40. And then I see the bridge is on fire. It's like, oh, damn it. Nothing is going Rin's way at the moment. 50, 55, 60. And I'll like yell at this one. Come on then. Does the bridge still look like
Dark.
intact?
Yeah, it'll take
It's just on fire.
a few rounds to like burn away.
Okay, that's good. I'll be across it then pretty quickly, hopefully. But I dashed to get there, unfortunately, so that is my turn.
Alright, it draws its longsword and charges you, Rin, running through the fire. Tries to avoid being burnt. But takes 10 points of fire damage rushing at you. Still alive.
What an idiot.
It uses its martial fury to gain advantage on its attack as it comes in with its longsword.
Okay, hit.
Slashes you for 5 damage. And then it attacks again. Natural 1 as a miss, as it leaves itself open and barely alive. Aleph is still turned over here. This one does not recharge its Howling Babble. It is going to use its Whispers of Madness on Mathvan, Auric, and Krask. Each of you make a wisdom save.
Oh, Jesus.
Mathvan, you succeed. Auric, you succeed, and Krask succeeds. Nothing happens.
Oh.
You guys all block out its Whispers of Madness. Alright, this Aleph is still alive.
Oh my god.
It screeches and lets out its Howling Babble immediately. Everyone within 30 feet has to make a wisdom save.
Oh, come on.
That doesn't include you, Ren.
Okay.
You're 50 feet off.
50 feet in the air.
I was about to say, shit.
Control one. Nice. I'm down again.
Alright, Auric, you're hit for 8 psychic damage and you're stunned. Krask is also hit for 8 psychic damage. Stunned. Tarkin, you will fail a death save automatically from that. And Mathvan, you take 4 psychic damage. The Aleps are not affected. The other Alep is not affected. And it ends its turn there. Auric, you're stunned, unfortunately. Olican, another death save.
Come on, buddy.
Success. Krask is stunned. Tarkin, death save for you too, my friend.
Come on.
Second success. Oh no, sorry, second failure.
That's a fail.
Alright.
Well, if anyone can intervene here, this will be a good time.
Mathvan, you're up.
Okay, I'm so pissed that that happened that I miscalculated that magic wand, magic missile. But I think it should die now. So 1 missile on this one and 2 on this one.
Don't low roll.
Oh,
You low rolled.
The close one's hit for 4 force damage, and the other one is hit for 2. And it completely unravels, flutters away into nothing. Destroyed.
Yeah, that's.
I'm 1 death save away. So
I cannot move. It's blocking the. I have 1 in front of me blocking the entrance to you.
Okay.
I cannot go in there.
Ren,
I'm going to attempt to disrupt this thing. Get out of my way.
You just strike straight through it, and it explodes. Not a speck left of it. You delete it from the compendium.
Thank God.
All right, and then I want to. I'll take my full 30. And can I like jump the last like 10 foot?
Yep, you can
to
jump
try to
over
avoid
it. You can
avoid the
clear it.
flames there. Okay.
It's a little bit hot when you jump over, but you're not in it long enough to get burnt.
Okay.
I would
Still running towards my brother. Fast as I can.
if I weren't stunned, I would yell, well, he's your brother. Okay.
The Aleph continues to do its dodge action as it is just forced into the wall. This Aleph is going to use its Whispers of Madness. Wisdom save for Mathvan, Krask, and Auric.
Boy.
Krask succeeds. Mathvan succeeds. You can do it, Auric.
We believe in you.
Wisdom.
Wisdom save. And you'll hit for 9 psychic damage. The Aleph ends its turn there, and Krask and
That's
Auric
too bad.
are no longer stunned.
I had a.
Give me a death save, Auric.
Here, you're rolling that 20 right here. And you're gonna be back.
I don't think nat 20s are in my vocabulary.
You can do it. Success. Okay, it's Olacan's turn.
Oh, this is gonna be a great moment.
Come on.
Ah, too bad.
Stable.
I was hoping for the 20, but being stable is good.
Krask is going to
These things are freaking nasty.
take out his stunner. He's got this other little
Crash, it didn't
ball.
work last time.
It looks like a big marble, and then he scratches his head. Huh?
It didn't work last time.
Are you questioning the almighty Krask?
Oh, it just didn't. They cannot be restrained.
Did you not see? Krask has new recipe. And this this little globe has this like frosty eminence of it. He throws it at the Aleph, and it explodes with cold energy. And it just explodes near the Aleph and misses.
Oh.
Me must think what I have done wrong.
You work on your throwing arm. That's what you need to do.
Alright, it's looking pretty grim at the moment.
Oh, come on, Tarkan.
Here we go.
Come on.
Ah. Well, that's it for Tarkan.
Tarkin, you feel trapped in your mind as your soul tries to leave your body. It can't, and you just are sort of stuck for the moment. And you don't leave this plane of existence of your soul. You just your soul sort of just hovers above your body. You witness what unfolds.
Fascinating.
You'll need resurrection. Mathvan.
Yeah, man, that sucks. I literally stuck in an alley. It's a choke point I cannot get to.
Oh, that's alright. It happens. Not like there's any guaranteed outcome.
Coming, I'll be there shortly.
He's dead, I think. Bonus action, mass healing word. Everyone I can see.
So that's 8.
Yes.
It's at -9.
And
8.
Sacred Flame on this one.
Dodges. Ren.
15. 20. So is he like hidden? Like I can't see him at the moment?
Yes, you just see like shadows in this room. Wait, this light shouldn't be here. Yeah, there's just shadows. You can sort of hear him. Sort of talking as you enter. Welcome. You don't understand what I have discovered. Enter.
All right. Well, now that I'm in here with the mace, and it's brightly lit now.
As you sort of hold the mace up towards him, you see him sort of illuminated in the darkness, and he has this blue glowing skin, fangs, sharp claws. Very much looks like a vampire. I'll give you a handout. I'll show you what he looks like.
Just gotta hope he doesn't kill me before I can get some hits in on him.
You don't understand. We are all trapped here. Trapped in our minds. I have proved it. There is a way to escape.
I'm sure there is, but before that, and I'm gonna bonus action vow of enmity on him. He's within 10 feet. So I'll have advantage on attacks. And I'm going to, since I can't move any further than that, and I don't know where he is in the turn order. Oh. I'm just gonna throw a dart at him. It's not magical, but 23.
That's a hit.
Minimum damage.
Alright, he is not actually resistant. He takes 5 piercing damage. As the dart sticks into him. And he hisses.
Oh, that's interesting.
I am not your enemy. Only your mind is. I will make you see. You will
Not
see.
my enemy. Then what is that? I gotta point to all I can.
I have
You have a
spared
very
him.
strange way of not being enemies.
I will show him. And I will show you.
Well, he can't see anything. He's unconscious.
Alright, and he joins the initiative again.
Yeah. Oh shit, he's soon. Alright.
Alright, Rin, make an intelligence saving throw. Let me into
Wow.
your mind. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
He knows my weakness. Because Ren is a dummy. Oh, look at that.
Oh, lucky.
Alright. You feel him try to enter your mind, and
Ooh.
it causes a sharp pain in your head. You take 14 points of psychic damage.
I still hurt.
Ouch.
As he stands near this swirling astral reflection. Meanwhile, over the other side of the battlefield, the Alip is going to reach out and just try and thrust these necrotic tendrils through you, Math Fan. 15 is a miss.
Is there only one left?
There's one that is turned right now, and it's out of the battle. I don't know for how much longer. And this one is fighting me. The other one is dead.
Okay. I am going to use my bonus action to burn a second level spell slot to quicken this spell, Magic Missile at second level.
Alright.
It's what, four darts.
4 darts. Alright, so you stand up, throw your hand forward, and 4 darts spray out, hitting the other for 12 points of force damage.
Sure, I think he is pretty much. I know he's resistant to fire at this point, so let's try this cantrip instead. I'm gonna try to.
You already use your action and bonus action, right?
How about quicken?
Quicken is a bonus action. That would have had to be in your action. Use your bonus action to convert spell slots.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. I'm actually, you know what? Away from them, out of the range of whatever the hell they've been doing to me.
Okay, you've got 15 feet.
Okay.
Alakan, you are stable as Hasa hovers over you. Sort of open your eyes, you slip in and out of consciousness, and you see your brother next to you too. Alright, Krask, he just scratches his head. Ah! Me don't know what to do now! Just shot it! And he takes out his crossbow and shoots at the Alep. It's jammed. He hits it a couple of times. Damn it! Damn it! Tarkin, your mind is filled with horrors at the moment. Strange phrases echo through your mind, and weird visions occupy your dreams. You see some large, rectangular, floating building. It's quite massive, several hundred feet wide, several hundred feet high, and there is this wind just sort of carving it out. It seems to be made of some sort of sandstone, and it's just floating in a black abyss. And as this weird vision occupies your mind, you hear these whispers trying to call to you some truth, but the words are obscured, and you can't quite make them out. Like it's trying to tell you something you can't understand. Some secret.
Very cool.
Math Fan.
Alright, wand of magic missile again. Oof, I'm running low on charger. Oof, that's a
Good one.
Alright, you just blast the Alep in the face. And
Nice.
as the 3 magic missiles explode, the Alep's head is just gone. And then it ribbons of necrotic energy just fall down to the ground and flutter away and disperse. It's destroyed.
Okay, I turn around to the group and said, remember, this one is still full health. It's just out of the fight temporarily. What do we do?
We can go now, I said. Rin.
All right. We're gonna start swinging at this guy. 1.
15 is a hit. Alright, he's hit for 17 points of damage. The Mace of Disruption creates this radiant crackle over his flesh. Fool, I'm trying to help you.
People that try to help don't knock out other people's brothers. That's not how it works. And I'm gonna Divine Smite on top of that.
I am trying to show you something. A great truth here.
Fuck you, buddy.
Alright, that's 6 damage from the mace, 22 from the smite, and another 11 from the Mace of Disruption. His eyes widen, and he just screeches, "You don't understand! We are trapped here! They are controlling us! This is all just..." And he explodes into a brilliant, bright white light, and falling down onto the ground as his body is just erupted into a flame. It's just this multicolored glowing crystal that bounces on the ground a couple of times. And I'm going to actually break the initiative with that. So, before anything else, take a quick breather. We'll have a 10-minute break, calm down a bit, and continue on soon.
A killer. The stun was just a killer.
Yeah, I like, and
Yes.
I know it probably felt
Yeah, the
like a
stun is
betrayal
tough.
for me to like run the other way from you guys, but you know, Ren would have went after his brother. I'm sorry.
Alright, you guys also get 1,250 experience points each for that fight.
All right.
Oh.
Get a drink. Maybe make a sandwich.
How's it going, everyone?
Good.
It's all good.
Another tough fight.
Back. Hell yeah.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
All right, Tarkin. So you are in a very strange place at the moment. I'm going to need you to make a wisdom save.
Could have used that when I was making death saves.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you're in this strange sort of dimension where your soul seems to be trapped, unable to leave your body, and you feel your mind being corrupted by this compulsion to learn about what these whispers are trying to tell you. And you're experiencing all these weird visions, and suddenly, even though you're dead, you're still like sort of feeling things. It's a very strange sensation, and you feel like someone's just taken a couple of daggers and stabbed them straight into your back, right near your shoulder blades. Stabbed you deep into your chest, and you can hear this other whispering. It's a different voice, and it's too obscure for you to discern a detail. And for a brief moment, you sort of see this large green tank, and then everything goes black. And now you're just your soul is basically trapped, hovering above your physical body, and you can observe what is happening, but you're not able to sort of reach out to any of your companions, communicate with them. You're on the ethereal plane. Everything has this strange sort of warped image to it, blacks and grays, sort of like when Frodo dons the ring, puts on the ring in Lord of the Rings. This everything is sort of warped and twisted. Alright, so the Alep is going to only be turned for another 30 seconds or so.
So, Rin, get your butt back down here.
Well, I mean, I will. After I give a potion of healing to Alakan and snatch up whatever it is that fell.
Crystal.
Yeah.
It's a multicolored crystal. I'll give you a handout for it. It will need to be identified. It's undoubtedly magic.
Yeah.
Are there any exits up there?
I'm assuming you're like yelling this to me.
Yeah, I'm yelling at. I'm not up there.
You can hear him easily enough.
Okay, I did.
and pull out.
Okay, I didn't know if I'd be able to hear him or not.
Yeah, his voice is just echoing.
Well, no exits that I can see. I'll be back down momentarily. And I'm gonna give
Can you make it in 30 seconds?
a potion of yeah, I'll be able to make it in 30 seconds. That's 5 rounds. I can easily get there. I'm gonna give a potion of healing to Alakan. 2d4 plus.
As this is happening, this bridge is like collapsed and it's burning. The fire is catching a bit more. It's highly flammable.
Okay. 8 to Alakan. All right, Alakan. No time like the present. Let's go. I don't know, like if you want to do this in turn order, or not.
It doesn't need to be a turn order. Just presume you've got like 30 seconds to do whatever you're doing. And meanwhile, while that's happening, so yeah, you come to the shelf of rock here, and it's a 50-foot drop. The bridge is like smoldering and smoky, and you're not going to be able to cross it Meanwhile, Math and Auric, what do you guys do? Krask is like just shrugging his shoulders. Okay, we go now. Exit up here. And Krask just leaves. He literally does not wait. He just goes. Bye bye.
Well, I'm gonna follow him.
We can't leave Tarkin behind.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, Tarkin.
What the hell?
Tarkin, your soul just sees
Clearly.
Mathan just walking off, leaving your like body.
We gotta.
And
We
Stranger
gotta
Sun's
kill him.
Is that we were listening
thing.
to the DM description of what was happening to Tarkin. I kind of forgot that my character doesn't know that. So,
You don't know he's dead.
yeah.
Ren and Nolican need to figure out how to get down.
I'm
We
gonna jump.
already figured it out. Yeah, we jump down, and Olacan does a certain thing. Yeah.
All right, you guys hold hands, and then one, 2, 3, jump. And
Medicine
running.
check on Tarkin.
do you let Rin? Do you cast Featherfall on Rin? All you can.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Better.
Alright, Mathan, you see Tarkin here. He has this necrosis, black veins all over his face, and he's not breathing. There is a dark wound on his chest as well. Seems to be the source of these necrotic tendrils.
Help! Help!
I'm
Tarkin is
gonna
down.
Cautiously step on over all the razor wire. Get in here. I'll just turn to Matt then. How much longer? Like, kind of motioning towards the.
I don't know. Let the DM decide.
You're thinking maybe like 15 seconds or something.
Oh shit!
You already see it
Yes.
start to like force itself to turn around.
Yeah, it's not. It's
You
not
wanna
enough time
take
to
it
get-
out?
Not enough time to get away.
Do you guys want to prepare an action so as soon as he goes back alive, we just like freaking snipe it?
Lay into him.
Or Ren, you can whack it with the mace right now and
Yeah, that
probably
means-
with advantage or something. Oh no, it's dodging. Right? So
Actually,
it's dodging, so you can prepare an action that as soon as he
You can't ready actions
Comes out.
outside of combat.
yeah.
no.
I cast haste on Ren.
Whoa.
Okay.
So we're running. Is that what we're doing?
We're killing it.
As soon as I get the haste on me, I'll approach this thing and begin to whack at it. So,
It's dodging, but
All right,
well,
eventually gonna hit it.
Talking.
I mean,
I'm gonna have
yeah.
you temporarily as a ghost.
Okay.
I give you the stat block for the ghost. It's a female-looking token. So maybe you're really a female.
Ah,
Sorry, let me make sure this is actually going to go on the map. There we go. Okay, so actually, let me take a look at this ghostly creature. I think this might be better. The CR on it. All right, no, it's way too strong. Okay, ghost is pretty strong though. You've got the ghost stat block at the moment. You're invisible though. You're no one's going to be able to actually see you. So you can access the character sheet for the ghost by holding Alt and double clicking on your token, and also put it at the top of the journal. All right, let's roll some initiative as the Alep. Or you have enough time to attack it before it's broken, so we'll just roll initiative here. And let me see with haste. Does it give you advantage on any ability checks? It doesn't, right? Doesn't give you advantage
no.
on initiative.
It gives me the +2 AC, extra movement, and then the extra action that I can use to attack.
Okay.
And
All
advantage
right.
on dex saves.
Yeah.
Auric, you're up first.
Where did... So wake this guy up.
Alright, you open up with a magic missile. 3 darts slam into him for 12 force damage, ripping him apart. And he turns around, starts babbling wildly. Mathan.
Alright, so he's awake.
Yeah, so you have to tread carefully in this area. It's all difficult terrain. But yeah, he's no longer turned.
Alright, so I'm gonna hit it with Sacred Flame.
It hits it for 5 radiant damage. Shrinks the Alps. Form down a little bit. Right, Tarkin.
Yeah, so I'm really not entirely clear what I can safely do without also hurting other people in the party. Get my,
Rin sees you. Another ghost!
You can possess Mathan if you like. He was going to just leave you there.
Well, no, I think that if people can even just see me, it's a problem, right? If I'm reading this.
Yeah, it is. You can like give the help action, if you like. So you could go up to the Aleph and sort of disrupt it from the ethereal plane, give the next attack advantage, or you can use your Withering Touch, but you don't think necrotic is going to hurt this thing.
Right.
Or yeah, you can't possess it though because it's undead.
Right, yeah.
And you just sort of float above the air and move through things like they're not there.
Yeah. So how would I help or do help? Do I help a person or do I
You use it on the
disadvantage
creature. You do the help action on the creature, and then the next attack on it will have advantage.
Alright, so that's what I'll do then.
Alright. The Alep sort of turns its head, and you guys see the Alep just strangely turning its head towards this direction. Rin and Mathan, you feel a bit of a cold wind go by you, and the Alep sort of stares at you as if it can see you there in the ethereal plane. And the next attack on it will have advantage as it's distracted. And that will probably end your turn, right? Tarkin? Olican.
I will pull out my pistol and go for a shot. Because it.
Alright, from
is
where you
finesse,
are.
right?
Yeah, from where you are, it'll be 3/4 cover.
Okay, I'm going for the advantage. See what happens.
Shoot me.
Rude!
Oh!
You shoot the
And,
wall. Take out a chunk of rock.
It like hits like a right here. Rin's like, what the hell?
I look around at Olakan.
He's gone.
I stare at him. Hit me.
Alright, so it doesn't have advantage anymore from the help?
No.
Yeah, it does. Oh. Is it an attack or... Oh, yeah, it's on attack. I'm dumb. I would have bonused it. Oh, well.
Alright.
I was thinking on a hit.
You can do that. You can still do that.
Okay,
Give
cool,
the help
thanks.
action.
Alright, first attack with the Mace of Disruption. 23.
Alright. That is indeed a hit.
I'll ignore the smite. I'm out of...
Alright, 16 points of
spells
damage.
anyway.
You just start to dissolve the Alep. You just like hold the mace into it and it's being sucked into the light.
Alright, second attack.
That hits. And you destroy it. gone.
Well, tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe. All right, I'm gonna grab Tarkin, fireman's carry, and start. Well, maybe we'll get lucky and find someone that can revive him.
For some reason, I picked the priest equipment pack. So I'm gonna grab like some incense and start like with the sensor like behind the like a procession.
You gonna turn undead?
What? No, just walking behind.
Yeah.
Man, this campaign, I feel like it has as high body count as Tomb of Annihilation.
Higher.
Higher.
Well, that was somewhat avoidable.
Yes. That was 2 fights in 1.
Basically,
Well,
yeah.
That and I mean, hell, we didn't really even have to fight the other guy. We could have just left. Oh man.
There was this room was never searched, by the way. Point that out.
Well, I mean, while we're
I'll
here,
search the room. I hear some whisper of wisdom in my head from
You,
Onward entity.
Tarkin's
and
ghost
search the room.
notices some items, and I'm sure he would be. He did die, so I'm sure he'd be quite peeved if you guys didn't search the room at least. Did die going into that room? Okay, so in this room where you are, Math Fan, there are lots of crates and barrels and bits of mushy wood, but hanging on the wall is a nice suit of plate mail made from solid adamantine, and
wow.
it's engraved with Dethic runes.
Oh my god, that would have been really good on Tarkin.
It's like, yeah.
Well, when we're able to revive him, it's because Ren has all the confidence in the world that we can do that.
And
We'll find somebody to do that.
it's just like hanging straight up on the wall, so you see it straight away. And this room, the other one, it has some crates and barrels and some gourds as well. And there's something else just sitting on the floor. Something that was left in quite a hurry. A single boot.
Haha, it's the other boot.
It's the missing
Yoink.
boot.
We'll put that in the pack.
It looks
Now-
like someone left in such a hurry that they left their boot behind.
Can we look at it and see if it matches the other one?
It does.
And if it does,
Identical.
So would we have to worry with identifying it, or just know that it's the set?
It's the set, so it's a set of improved boots of striding and springing. So what they do is they give you a movement speed of 40 feet, and you can wear heavy armor without being encumbered, and you can jump 3 times the normal distance. Pretty damn good. They do require attunement.
They're pretty sweet. Look like tap shoes, but other than that,
I can identify an item as a ritual, and we have 2 that we need to identify.
well, once we get out of here,
Well,
Yeah,
before we get out of here, do you guys want to rest? We are pretty low.
yeah, invincible. Keep telling yourself that, buddy.
I didn't die to a vampire and like 5 other guys. Well, that's what I gotta say.
Yeah. Do we want to check out the entrance to this place before we take the rest? Or do
What
we
if
want to just
there are-
plop, or do we want to just plop down somewhere?
I think so, because if we check the entrance, and there are enemies in there, we are stuck in a fight.
Suppose that's true, but everything in here has been undead. I'm
see,
going to.
Prask just sort of leaning over, taking a look in a minecart near the
hanging
entrance.
out. I'm not gonna go all the way to the entrance. I'm just gonna go like to here, and then I want to pulse out one more time. I want to pulse out divine sense.
Are you use divine sense and you don't pick up anything? There's something strange though. Prask is just sort of slumped over the minecart. And he's not moving.
That's not good.
Well, I'll try to drag Tarkin all the way to the entrance, but I'm not strong at all.
Ren has him.
All right, Mathan's dragging Tarkin like across the.
I'm not moving.
He's dragging it across the minecart tracks, and Tarkin's head is just hitting every single plank of wood.
So what do you do? Stop that! And I'll grab him and like throw him over my shoulder.
And yeah, you can move the ghost Tarkin, so you can like follow them, though they're not aware of your presence.
I don't know would I have, if he had been close enough at the time, would I have been able to sense him with a divine sense?
He wasn't close enough at that time.
It's probably a good thing.
All right.
Everything undead in here we've encountered has been bad.
There is something off here. As you guys go to have a look at Krask, he's not moving. He's slumped over the minecart, and his eyes are rolled back in his head. His goggles hanging off of his face.
Can I tell what's going on with him?
Make a medicine check. You take a look at him, Mathan, and there is a large cavity in the back of his skull. It looks like someone has just burst his skull open.
Oh no.
Is he dead?
It looks like someone has burst his skull open.
He's very dead.
He's dead. He's dead.
Fifth edition rules. I mean, come on.
Half his head is missing.
I can see his brains.
Yeah.
I think that man is dead.
His brains are just a mush and blood, and yeah, he is well and truly dead.
All right.
Okay.
When
I'm gonna tell the
Mathem,
group to back up.
yeah, when Mathem declares him dead, Ren is on instant like lookout mode.
I think
Alright,
we should back up.
there's
immediately.
something else here, and as you can look out, you see the city before you, and disheveled buildings, overgrown with vines, and not very well maintained. Squalor, basically. But it looks like this is one of the districts of Tunarath. Surprising amount of greenery. Something comes out from behind a nearby building.
Oh god, I know that sound.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh shit! Wait, did he have one of those inside him the whole time?
A little brain dog. An intellect devourer. And
No, that wasn't Krask the whole time.
floating down are two mind flayers.
Well, shit.
Ah!
And
Mace is not near as good against them.
a big one.
Oh,
Ooh.
An
shit.
Ulatharid.
Can we run back in?
do the whole Monty Python run away. But no, there's no running from this, I don't think.
We grab the cart, we unlock the brakes, and we go down the mine.
Well, we'd have to run forward to get the cart, unfortunately.
You guys hear a voice in your head. Do not fear us. We mean you no harm. We have been merely observing you. We never intended to destroy you. You simply got in our way. We acted accordingly. You have in your possession a very powerful item. Show it to me.
Rin takes out his mace. Yeah, it's been helping a lot, actually. Pretty powerful.
I take out the paper bird magic item.
Do not worry. We do not wish to take it from you. You know of which we speak. We have sensed it in your mind. You cannot hide from us.
Rin actually has no idea.
The gift capacitor, of course.
Oh! Oh, this thing! And I'll like pull it out.
Forgot all about that.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Oh, don't worry. It was there in your memories, just obscured. We can see it clearly. We are connected. You do not fully understand the situation, but it will become apparent to you. Your friend, he has fallen. We can help you with that if you like.
Do it.
So you can resurrect him.
Wait, hold on. Like, can I make some kind of check to see if I remember how can a mind flayer possibly help resurrect a person other than transforming them into a mind flayer?
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check to gain like insight about mind flayers. Alright, you've never heard of mind flayers dabbling in arcane magic. Oh, sorry, divine magic, I should say. Not arcane.
I would not give Tarkan's body to them. I tell the group that that's not a good idea, in my opinion. They're probably gonna defile it and transform it into one of their creatures.
He would not be defiled. He would be part of something much greater. You all will be.
Not sure I like the sound of that.
At this point, Madban believes that they're trying to transform all of us into Mind Flayer and make them join their group. And Madban does not like that like one bit.
As you think of that, Math Fan, it's like the Mind Flayer is listening to your thoughts, and he responds. Everything you have is your free will. We would never force any ideals upon you. A resisted mind simply cannot suffice in our colony. But we are here to help you. We only want to help you. Tell us now. What is your plan once you meld back into the city of Tunarath?
I don't know, do we have a plan?
I
don't know.
Survive another day.
That far. We were just hoping to live.
This gift capacitor. It must be charged. It cannot be charged here. Only by exposing it to the power of the far realm can it gain power. You hope to destroy it, do you not? You oppose our kind. We can respect that. Your choice is yours to make. But it cannot be destroyed until it is charged. And there are others that will be searching for it. You'll have bounties on your heads.
Not surprising.
There are
And why
portals
would
to the
you
far
help us?
realm. Think of it as a test.
Why are you testing us?
It is hard to explain. It will become apparent to you in due time. You will see. Now, you want to get home, don't you? Back to the material plane?
We
If
do?
you continue on your path, you will get what you seek. But you must reach the far realm. To do that, you must make an alliance with the Red Dragons. Only they can transport you to the portals. They have knowledge of each and every one. You must go to the Red Dragon Caves. If you head to the astral shipyards, there you will find your passage to the Red Dragon Caves. We will create a distraction. That is your only chance. You know what you must do. And the three mind flayers hover 5 feet above the air. They levitate upwards.
Wait. You said you could revive our friend. How would you go about doing that?
The option will be presented to you.
Oh, so it's not actually you doing it.
Such simple minds. And they hover away, levitating upwards and away.
I know I have a simple mind, but I don't like other people saying it. Anyway.
Just so you know, Mathman is not at all interested in following on with this plan. Like he does not trust
Rain
the
kicks
mind
at this.
players at all.
Back.
Alright, the intellect Vera slowly walks towards you all.
Oh, that's
Get out of here.
Just
Oh,
stays
no.
there.
I'm gonna move Tarkin to the other shoulder, so he's further away from the mine.
Good idea. I'm gonna block his path towards Tarkin
I'm just
so
gonna
he doesn't get into his brain.
slowly walk. Alright, we need to find someone.
No,
to-
it doesn't move, it just stands there.
Full of necrotic poison, so I don't know that it's a firm location for a brain.
Maybe we can rest in one of these buildings before we move on.
Keep an eye on this thing. Gonna give it a kick. Trying to do it.
You sort of kick it, it rolls along the ground and sort of runs away from you a little bit.
Ugh,
By kicking it.
it's an intellect devourer.
It's covered with slime.
So, from my perspective, it's an intellect devourer, and Madman's most prized possession is intellect. So, this thing, I don't like them very much.
Is there a door on here, or is it just
There is.
open?
There's dozens of buildings like this, and you look out to see the sprawling city of Tunarath, and this place looks quite derelict where you are, and there are warning signs out the front of the mine entrance here, warning people not to go in. In this building, there are just rotted crates. The door's snapped open, and it doesn't seem to be anything of value here. The place looks like it's sort of avoided. and then now you know why. But
To rest.
you find yourself in section 11
Oh, where is that?
11.
in the
Oh.
top right arm of Tunarath.
Interesting.
The Nailmaker Mines, the Doldrums, the Sanguine Badlands, Willigith Prison here. And there is a dirty wooden sign letting you know in which district you are in section 11. You are in Mutt Hole, it's called.
Mm. So descriptive.
And as you look around, the place is very, very derelict. There is just shanty towns, basically. And you see disheveled humanoids plodding around. There are halflings, gnomes, and goblins. Green-skinned goblins just walking around here. They have little fires in bins, and it's this absolute squalor. And people are coughing, and the place looks quite depraved indeed. And the Intellect Devourer just like follows you guys as well.
I don't think I like that thing following us around.
As you look around here, there's
dog you don't want.
there are like just very closely packed together houses made of wood, and there are tents, and you see some like dirty paths trailing in between alleyways and buildings, and there's a sort of a higher shelf of buildings which are in slightly better condition. They're on a platform about 100 feet above you, and you see like a sprawling towers with red dragons flying overhead in the central area, and a heavy presence of Githyanki warriors sort of guarding exits to the east and to the south here, with massive alabaster buildings with all different architecture.
How long has it been since our last long rest? Like,
it's been a few hours, but you guys feel like you could easily just like rest the rest of the day. Like, just because you haven't had a long rest recently doesn't mean you can't just take the rest of the day to rest.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know. I was just wondering.
I think that's a good idea.
As I said, it might not be a bad idea.
We could identify that plate mail and
Right.
that gem.
We can identify all of them, yeah.
People are quite sort of poor looking here, and you just see like small races, goblins, halflings, and gnomes, all short people, and they don't even pay you guys much heed as you come out of the Nailmaker Mines. The place looks very decrepit. There's no like Githyanki patrolling the streets here whatsoever.
I say, let's find an abandoned building to hold up in for a while.
And then we have to find somebody who will resurrect Tarkin.
Yes, well, if we believe the mind flayers, then that opportunity will arise. I hope it is so.
And you said that the brain came out of Kras' head, so I'm gonna ask somebody to let me inspect their skull, their head, to see if there are any signs of being infected with the.
They wouldn't show any signs. They actually teleport into people's brains. You couldn't tell.
You
couldn't tell by Krask. You can tell when they leave, alright? They crawl their way out, breaking open the skull and just literally crawling out of the head.
Oh, I'll Rin's got his hands full with Tarkin at the moment. He would ask Olakan to pat down Krask's body, see if he can find any more gadgets. Waste not, want not, and all that. Maybe he has another grenade.
Olakan?
Oh no,
Hi.
I was gonna ask Olakan to search Krask's body for more crazy weapons that he's made.
He's probably
So
got
what you're
some
saying is you
tools.
want me to dig in a dead body through
Well, not-
the hole in his skull? Okay, I'm in.
No, you idiot! Just check his clothes.
Alright,
Oh, that's his spleen.
you go through and he has a loop of rope, he has some wire, he has a circular heavy looking plate, he has a spike, a little blade, he has a piece of carpet, he has a door handle, a cup, a bowl, he has a needle, and it's just like all of these are random things.
Just random things.
And then there's just like a bit of like parchment like glued to some of them, like telling you what they are. One of them's
Does he have
called
nail clippers?
Skull Popper. It's
Yeah, we actually got some interesting things here.
it's a heavy looking weight, sort of that can be set up to like fall on a victim. And he also has Sling Snare, which is it's like a little slingshot that can be like automated, like set up with a counterweight to like fling something at someone. And another one called Choke Bomb. It's a small, looks like a little bomb, incendiary device. And he also has a light crossbow and a dagger and a mining pick.
None of those are interesting.
You'd have to spend a short rest to fully figure out what they do, and you could risk setting off the trap yourself.
Might need to wait till we recover a little health before we.
As you guys look out,
Hold up.
people are just sort of gathered in groups, and in like a town, like what looks like the town square, there's like a large, out of place looking well, and there is a green-skinned goblin sort of preaching in common. The end is nigh! The takeover is imminent! They're in your minds! They're in your brains! And people aren't really paying him much attention. He's just like naysaying. And he's a few hundred feet away from you guys. You can hear him just calling out.
I am gonna immediately approach him, and I'm gonna say that I kind of believe him. Predisposed to believe him. What end? Who's in your mind? Is it the mind flayers?
Yes! The tentacle faces! They are approaching! They are taking over to the wrath! The end is nigh! There's one! And he points at the intellect devourer. And the intellect devourer just sort of walks forward and then vanishes. And the goblin just like sort of throws his head back.
Oh man.
You see what I don't like these things? I'm gonna walk away from the goblin.
The eyes of the
Scared,
goblin
I'm
sort of
paranoid.
roll back in his head temporarily, and he blinks a couple of times, and he has like these pieces of parchment that he was like reading from. He just throws them on the ground and then just walks up to you guys. Hi!
Hello?
I'm Pugnacious! Pleased to meet you!
I take out my holy symbol and I try to cast Channel Divinity, but I don't have any more left, so it doesn't work.
Hey, I don't mind this new body. Oh yeah, Extrematon told me to stick with you guys. I couldn't say it before because, well, brains don't really have mouths.
I suppose that's true.
I'm to guide you. If you want to get to the Red Dragon Caves, I know the layout of Section 11.
That's convenient.
You're wanted, though. You may want to lay low for a couple of weeks. Till the heat wears off. And it'll be a couple of weeks until the distraction is ready, too.
Alright, well. Do you know of a way to help our friend Tarkin?
I was kind of liking this body, but yeah. I can teleport into his head if you like.
No, that's not what I meant.
What do you mean?
Just a regular old resurrection. Raise dead, revivify. Well, not revivify, it's been too long, but still.
Well, bit of a problem, you see. This is Mud Hole. It's a dumpster. There ain't nothing here but depravity. And it's sectioned by the military district. That big old building there that you see, that's Valkguard. Heavy presence of red dragons. Githyank there. And to the south, more military. Militant's Crescent. But we'll have to go through Militant's Crescent to get up to the trash market. I'm sure you'll find what you need there at the trash market. You can get all sorts of things. Practically anything you want, if you're willing to pay the price. I'm sure you'll find some sort of voodoo magic that'll bring him back. But where we want to go is Kruthix Boulevard East Side. In 2 weeks from now, that will lead you up to the Astral Shipyard District. See, the plan is head from Mudhole into Militant's Crescent. Pass through, get by the Githyanki warriors, without getting caught, of course. Head up through Limbo's Way, into the trash market. Good place to lay low, stock up on equipment, buy a few things. And then when the time is right, we need to get into Kruthix Boulevard. You'll probably need to sneak your way through, because it's heavily guarded. Beyond that, you've got Skiz Landing, and that'll take you straight to the Astral Plane District, where you'll be able to procure a vessel. And then, we fly off to the Red Dragon Caves like one big happy family.
What is your plan? What do the Mind Flayers do?
I'm here to help you.
I don't believe that for a second. You don't help
I
anybody
imagine-
other than yourself.
I'm helping you, am I not?
For what purpose?
They don't tell me nothing. Nobody tells me nothing.
I imagine that he is, well, no offense to you, Pugnacious, a small fry in their organization. And that, well, small fries usually don't get any information at all. They just do what they're told.
It is a hive, not an organization.
Hive schmive.
Do you want to be part of the hive?
Oh, me?
Ren,
Well, I mean, not necessarily, but
me neither. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. I don't like working.
well, it seems we don't have a choice at the moment.
Hey, come
I
on!
just want to get home and kill as many Githyanki as I can along the way.
Yeah, come on!
Madban will follow the group, but he if it's up to him, he wouldn't go with this guy.
Does anyone else have any input?
He's the only. I mean, without him, we wouldn't know the first thing about anything. Anything, we need to rest. Maybe he knows a safe place.
Yeah. What about there? And he just like points to an abandoned warehouse.
Just a random building.
Yeah. Get enough! Welcome to Mudhole!
Look, I know you don't like working with the math man, but it's really the only option that we have at the moment. Either that or just walk away and never return home.
Yes.
I'm just really concerned that this is all a trap.
Well, if it's a trap, if it's a trap, which it probably is, we will try to avoid it when it springs. And if we can't, well, that's that.
Wiped out and magically find ourselves well again. To do it all over again.
All we can do is try.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll follow a group.
Olican, Tarkin, how do you guys feel about working with the Mind Flayers?
You know, it sounds like a terrible idea, so I'm in.
Tarkan just hates everybody pretty much equally at this point. And just looking for an opportunity to undermine them. And so staying close and looking for his opportunity is what he wants to do.
That sounds like a good idea too. I think by working with them, we would definitely be able to find ways to screw with them. That sounds cool.
Rin's just
Mind
an
Flayer.
idiot, so he's gonna go for the simple route, and this is the simplest route that he can see. So there we go.
All right, you guys find just a pretty nondescript, abandoned-looking warehouse. Windows smashed out, and just filth everywhere. Pugnacious sort of slips on through and pushes open a door. Welcome home, home sweet home. Just little strange-looking rats skittering about. It ain't much, but it's a roof over our head. And it's like most of the roof is missing. It's literally not a roof over your head.
Well, at least it doesn't rain in here.
And you guys can rest there.
Okay. Do we want to identify some of these? Well, there's only two like magical items to identify. Well, I think Seb, did you say like the cracked globe? We identified that, but you said without it being fixed, like we couldn't really figure out what it was.
Yeah, you can identify it. It's a drift globe. It's cracked though. It needs to be repaired.
That's what I thought.
That's the crystal from the vampire?
No, that was the thing we got with the one boot behind the waterfall.
Right. As you handle this crystal, it does swirl with the same sort of colors of the astral plane, and as you hold it and focus on it, you become to understand it a bit better. It appears like a psychic wind, which is a phenomenon that happens in the astral plane. A psychic wind isn't a physical wind like that found on the material plane, but it's a storm of thought that batters travelers' minds rather than their bodies. A psychic wind is made up of lost memories, forgotten ideas, minor musings, and subconscious fears that went astray in the astral plane and conglomerated into a powerful force. And it seems to be like sort of linked to this astral reflection that you've seen, but there's something that troubles you. A psychic wind shouldn't block any movement or vision in this way. It's even less tangible as a regular wind on the material plane. So you're not sure how this psychic wind is blocking vision or movement. And it seems to be like concentrated, as you saw in the Now Maker Mines.
Interesting. Nothing we can really do with it at the moment, maybe.
So, what can we do with this crystal?
Well, not sure. That's all Ren's got. He doesn't know.
Can I take a look? Try to figure it out.
That's what you found out. You've identified it.
Yeah, that was you identifying it, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the armor is adamantine plate mail. So it's plate mail that you can't get crit in.
But does it count as magical?
It's definitely magical, yeah.
Cool. Oh,
It's a +1 to AC as well, or it's just...
Nope, no plus bonus. Just
Oh,
while you're wearing it, any critical hit against you becomes a normal hit.
well, as soon as we get Tarkin back, I think he'll enjoy this.
Yeah, Tarkan would like that for sure.
What is Tarkin wearing?
Chainmail.
Chain. He's wearing plain chain.
Oh wow.
Does anyone want these boots as well?
That's up to.
I
mean,
think
I'll probably leave
Ren
that up
should
to the
have
party.
those.
I mean, I'll take them if nobody else wants them. It's just I feel like I have a lot of stuff.
What's your movement speed, Ren?
It's only 30. I've only got
Okay.
one level in monk.
Yeah, your jumping speed is high because your strength, right? So then that makes it
yeah,
even farther.
Yeah, because my jumping, my strength is 13 because I needed it to be 13 so I could multi-class in a paladin.
Oh, well, it's not that high, but still. And then your speed is 4, which gets you in melee because you're useless with ranged. So you might as well have extra speed to move around.
He has
Otherwise,
darts.
I think the darts would like to complain about what you just said.
Yeah, okay.
I think Ren does have a lot of. He did make a good point. He does have like 7 magic items.
That's the only. That is the only
Yeah,
negative,
I don't
right?
wanna-
But it's
I don't want to take up any more.
who
I
else
have a
is
lot.
melee in our group? Math? No, not math.
Talking.
No. Tarkin.
And Jin, right? So Jin is.
Those are good for Tarkin too, because he has sometimes he gets
you're
stuck
melee
at the
too.
bottom, like in the spiders fight. You can jump higher with this thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean anyone who's
I mean,
melee, it's really.
If
good
it's
for.
useful
So-
for me, I mean, I can always give it to someone else later as well. So if
Yeah,
it's,
Those are very good for you, Tarkin, I think. It's an increasing speed, and your normal jumping distance is already high, so you
I've
you
spent-
get to
I spent a
multiply
lot
it
of
by
time.
3.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I spent
you're
a lot of
flash
time
giant belt.
lately, like far away from.
Yeah, you could
Can do
like
like a
you could
whole-
like dash and jump like 75 feet or something ridiculous
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that,
Yeah.
or like 60
Because
feet.
you got 23 strength, dude.
Boing.
Yeah. Tarkin should be using them definitely
Yeah.
because you'll be.
Multiply that
like,
by 3, yeah.
All right,
we
you
don't even
guys-
need to worry about getting across like holes and pits and stuff. You just jump across with a rope and then jump across back. Like you can just do everything. Yeah,
You guys place
That's
them on
great.
Tarkin's body, thinking that he would have wanted them.
It's a great idea.
when he gets back, make sure to give him to him.
Hey, don't we have an adamantine sword?
we have an. We
Adam
had
Rapier.
one, and it
Rapier.
was given. Yeah, a rapier, and it was given to someone.
Is
Yeah,
somebody
so-
is somebody using it?
Was it Jen that
So
had
we
it?
bought Tarkan bought
know.
an adamantine longsword, I think. So I don't know who. I think he may also have the rapier at this moment.
We
Yeah,
had
he
a
might
rapier
have.
from the beginning of the
Yeah,
thing.
Nagum had it, and then I
Jin's
gave it
got
to
this,
someone else
Scimitar
when I
of
got
Speed.
the-
Oh yeah, Jen's got a badass weapon. So
Yeah, maybe he traded all that to get that or something because.
Let me take a look at
adamantine-
his inventory. He doesn't have an
I'm looking-
adamantine weapon, I don't think.
I was just looking for. I want to find and somebody that can work on it, like to break it down.
On what? Sorry?
I want to find like a metal worker who could work on it. It's for a future spell. I want to make me some adamantine caltrops.
Interesting.
Pugnacious sort of chimes in. Wow, you can get just about anything in the trash market, but including trash. That's where we'd want to go if you're looking to do some shopping. But first, we're gonna have to get through Milton's Crescent. Heavy Githyanki warrior presence there. And, well, you're all wanted. You'll need to get some sort of disguise. Glasses with a mustache or something.
That should work.
How many blue people are in this town?
Yeah, you guys even noticed some wanted posters. But they're just sort of blown in the wind. They're not like hanging up. This place, yeah, it really doesn't seem to be active with any Githyanki warriors patrolling the streets. It's a very small district as well.
Like yank one of the posters down. They got the nose completely wrong.
It's literally just like a few hundred feet wide, this place. It's tiny. This little section here.
Well, as soon as
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm itching to get some revenge on some Gith bastards.
all in due time. Good
Tarkan
friend.
would like to do
All in
that
good
too.
time.
Oh, we got a long rest already?
Yeah, you guys can rest there. Take a long rest.
Think
Tarkin, your
long
ghost
rest.
is still following people. You do notice there are plenty of people that probably won't be missed if you're looking to possess someone.
Yeah, he's still got that. He's still got a little bit of preservation of like what's good and right, and he'll avoid
Oh,
possessing anyone. Maybe a gift, though, if he gets a chance.
Alright, you guys take a long rest. And I think we'll wrap it up here for today. It's a good place to stop. You guys wake up the next day, and Tarkin's ghost has just been watching you guys, being safe. Not in a creepy way. To make sure that you're safe, yeah. You barely, you notice, there's, no Githyanki warriors, whatsoever that patrol the streets here. And, people steer clear of the entrance to the Now Maker mines. And, yeah, just, nothing too interesting happening in Mutt Hole.
we get to the trash market, and we just see Jen walking down the middle of the market eating an apple. Oh, hey guys. How'd you get here?
I have a question about the mechanics. So, if I get Dispel Magic, and let's say that somebody is paralyzed because of the spell Hold Person, and I cast Dispel Magic on them, does that get rid of the paralyzed effect?
Yeah.
Yes.
Any spell affecting a creature will end.
Yes.
That's good then.
Or an area. It doesn't have to be a creature. You know.
Any spell. Any active spell can be dispelled. Has to be a spell though. And sometimes
Not a magic effect. What about a magic effect? Like from innate magic effect, like let's say, I don't know, a spider that has magical poison or something like that.
No, because if you read the wording, it just says any spell ends. It doesn't say anything about dispelling actual other things. It just says the spell ends. So it's for spells, but sometimes there'll be specific magical effects. Maybe like a magical wall that could be dispelled. It's not guaranteed. The primary purpose is for only for spells, for dispel magic.
Okay.
All right. Also, I think about perhaps maybe some downtime activity that you guys want to do, as you're told that you'll have you'll need to lay low for a couple of weeks so the heat sort of gets off you. So you're thinking you'll probably spend that time in the trash market. So if you want to buy a magic item or do something else, downtime folder, all those activities, you'll have 2 weeks. So think about what you want to do.
Do we have
How
money?
much gold how much money do we have?
I have nothing.
Well, we actually have, you know, probably close to a little over 3,000 gold, like in total, like if we're talking all coinage, but that's gold.
And just if you want to find
I don't know about tokens.
a cleric for resurrection, you may be able to just simply purchase it for 1,500 GP. But if you don't want to do that, then you know, these priests and cleric or voodoo shamans or whatever you'll find here, sometimes they'll just simply want a quest done for them for resurrection instead.
Well, I mean, we have the gold. I would say let's just pay the man whenever we find him, or woman. It's not
It's like a business model for them. We go to them to resurrect somebody. They send us on a quest. Somebody else dies.
They make sure it's going to be a deadly quest as well.
This is a racket.
Don't give me any ideas.
Don't forget too that we have scales, those dragon scales. That we might be able to get somebody to
Yeah,
build.
those blue dragon scales.
And just for making it out of the Nomika mines, you guys get another 500 experience points each.
Yay!
Oh.
Alrighty guys, thank you all very much. Take a think about what you want to do for that downtime, and so then we can be prepared for next week. And I'll see you guys then. Thank you all very much.
All right.
Take care. Bye bye.
See you next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye bye.